Namaste, beloved. The divinity in us acknowledges and welcomes and honors the divinity in you.
Well, here we are, Friday night at this activation night again, this healing energy activation, and we just are loving the fact that we get to spend time with you on Fridays. And tonight's a very special night because although you are going to meet your future self, Daniel really tapped in. And
I want to share a story with you. In the early 60s, I was an adolescent at a boarding school in Hudson, Ohio. And I read a newspaper. Do you remember what those are? Newsprint, black ink. And Martin Luther King Jr. was going to speak at a big city 2 bus rides away from my boarding school. And I had this overwhelming sense that I needed to go and see and hear him. Well, I had to go to the headmaster of the school and get special permission to leave school and go on my own and take these 2 bus rides to go to a big Episcopal church where Dr. King was speaking. And I managed to get there on time and get in and be in the presence of one of my heroes. It was a very moving experience. I had a visceral connection to the civil rights movement. And I want to share something Dr. King said.
From Codebreaker, discover the password to unlock the best version of you. And I think you're in chapter...
I'm in the chapter on unity. Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. I can never be what I ought to be until you are what you ought to be. This is the interrelated structure of reality. At the moment, the world is experiencing an epidemic of separation. And we thought, since like light displaces darkness and love displaces fear, so unity displaces separation. And we thought that would be a wonderful focus for all of us tonight in our meditation.
And on a macro level, obviously, unity is what we all need to be praying for and working toward. And on the micro level, which is our level, the unity of who we are in this moment with our future self is incredibly important. Because when there's separation between us right now in this moment and who our future self is, then how do you bridge that gap? We know exactly how to be one with our past self. We are that already, right? So we're already in unity with our past self, and we absolutely don't necessarily want to be in unity with our past self. There are times there where we can go back and think about amazing experiences, and we let them, when we think about them, we let them, or you would let them go, wow, how did my body feel then? I felt so excited when that person told me I looked good. I felt so excited when I met the love of my life. I felt so excited when I got that check, and wow, money was coming to me from everywhere. And you feel the feelings. I got so excited when that client said yes to my 12-month program. And yet we have so many experiences in the past where we were not excited, where we were actually shattered on many, many levels. And we had to cope, because if we didn't cope, what would we do? There was no hope for us unless we just, we got there. We had to grieve. We had to go through abandonment. We had to go through betrayal. We had to go through everything that we have been through in our lifetime. And we had to make the most of what it was. But our body and our mind have absolutely locked in the thoughts, emotions, and feelings from those events, and we are one with them. They come up over and over again. How many of you have actually had experiences where you're in a totally new situation and it feels wonderful and there's so much hope, and then somebody says something or something happens and you're like, oh, it's almost like you want to do this, right? Because you're reacting from your predictable past. Now, your past tells you what you can predict into your future if you are living from the past. And we're here to tell you that that's no longer acceptable. That it's no longer acceptable for you to be living from your past. So this is really important. As I bring through these incredible ancients, these divine beings that I have been working with for decades, they're very clear. There's no grey areas. This is what is acceptable, and this is what you do in order to live the light that you have come here to live. This is who you've come here to live. See this light here? That's like a mirror. Have a look in this light. There's no accidents that light is behind us, in between us. It's a reflection of you. Here we are. You here and us either side of you. This light is the light and wonder of your true self that no longer accepts living from your predictable past, that no longer listens to the thought process that comes down and that the brain starts to process, creating the chemicals that move into the body, that then the body goes, oh no, I know this feeling. No, 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 no. Your true self says no. It doesn't matter what that thought was. It's a story. It's not relevant to who I am now. I have moved beyond my predictable past into my magnificent future. And your future self is the future self that you want to bring into this present moment. If you can bring your predictable past in, then you can bring your envisioned future into this moment. So being present in this moment during this meditation is going to be really important. I want you to be present to the fact that you're going to be letting go of past events, emotions, and decisions. And you're going to be embracing the energy of the magnificence of the future that you can envision. This is a very important point I'm about to make. For you to envision your perfect future, the one that you deserve, the one that you're already living, look into the mirror, into the light. You have to move beyond any program that says, oh no, I'm not good enough. Oh no, I know I don't deserve that. Everyone's told me, oh no. I've got these patterns and this negative mind chatter and it won't leave me alone. I know exactly what my future is going to be like. It's going to be exactly the same as what I've had over and over again until the day I die. And then when I come back, it'll probably be exactly the same again. Stop. Those thoughts that sabotage you are firmly entrenched in the ego mind. They're in the fear code. They're not in the unity code, that's for sure. They're not in the peace code. And they're certainly not in the love code. So tonight, we're going to focus on getting you into the love code and for you to be able to envisage what your future self is doing right now. Because on a quantum level, as quantum physicists tell us, there is no such thing as time and space. Just imagine this. There are aspects of you still living in past lives, in other realities. That you're existing in multiple time frames, having multiple different experiences. Now, isn't that exciting? And you are, as a sovereign being, responsible for those experiences. They're not happening haphazardly. They're happening because of the thoughts that you have thought. Now, Daniel said in the Reset masterclass that we did today that our default was...
Our default attunement method is meditation.
That's our default reset attunement meditation, is meditation. So meditation is one of the most phenomenal tools that you can ever use. And I'm talking about guided visualization, meditation, activation, to reprogram, rebuild, and reset your entire energy center. So the light that you are can beam forth from you and attract to you all that you can possibly envision. Now, when you envision your new true self life, don't put any stoppers on it. Don't put yourself in a box. Open the box. Open your heart to yourself. Love yourself enough to say, yes, I've got it all. Yes. Everything that my beautiful baby heart ever desired is now manifest in my future self.
And if you want to go beyond your wish list and give thanks for the God of your understandings, highest and best for you, I recommend you do that.
Perfect. That was exactly what was going to come out next. Daniel, absolutely perfect. And that's what we do. When we meditate, when we pray, we absolutely give thanks for God's highest and best divine love relationship for us. God's highest and best wealth creation, financial freedom. God's highest and best home for us. God's highest and best country for us. So when you are creating your true self, if the ego mind is a bit slippery and sneaky and won't let you create a dream that is beyond anything you've ever dreamed before, look at your future self and go, wow, I'm living God's highest and best for me. You don't even have to think about what it is then. Isn't that exciting? Are you ready to take a deep breath? To really, really come to this place of love, the depth of love that is within you, so that you can deliberately cut the cords to your past that doesn't serve you and envision and live the future that does serve you now. So taking a deep breath in, breathing deeply. Letting go of any challenges, any angst, any beliefs, programs, or ideas that have been triggered today or this week. This is the beginning of a new week now, this weekend, this week. Just letting go of what has been. And with every breath you take and every sound you hear, allowing yourself to go deeper and deeper into meditation. Taking your awareness to the base of your spine. And allowing that Kundalini energy in the red light at the base of your spine to spin around and around. Spinning around and around the base of your spine. Taking a deep breath in and breathing down into that red light. Activating this energy center. Regenerating and rejuvenating every cell in the base of your spine and your genital region. And as you take this next breath, moving that Kundalini up just below your belly button to your sacral chakra, And imagine orange light spinning around and around on top of the red. Every cell, your sexual organs, your intestines, your bladder, your bowel, every organ now, every cell, regenerating and rejuvenating. This healing light activated as you breathe into the orange light. And as this Kundalini rises, moving higher and higher, just above your belly button, into your solar plexus. And this bright golden light, like the sunshine, spreads throughout your whole body. All of your organs being affected now, activated. Glutathione being activated in the liver, carnosine activated through the organs, your hormones, every system now being activated in perfect harmony with the healing energy. Moving higher and higher, your Kundalini moving into your heart center. Focusing your attention in your heart center. This emerald green light spinning around and around your entire chest, heart center. Your heart strong, the valves, the veins, any blockages being dissolved. Your heart functioning as this perfect, divine muscle and energy, this light energy of the love that is source, that is God, that is you. Breathing in to that energy and moving higher and higher into your throat center and imagining incredible cobalt blue light spinning around and around your neck, your throat, your esophagus, your breathing apparatus, the muscles in your throat, your thyroid gland, everything regenerating, rejuvenating, strengthening and renewing. And as your Kundalini rises higher and higher, moving up into your face, and that face now being flooded with purple light coming from your third eye center. Your brain being flooded with this purple light, becoming totally coherent. Your eyeballs, your eyes, your vision, your sense of smell and taste, your hearing, everything being activated back into full harmony. Kundalini, moving higher and higher, into your crown chakra with white light flooding out of your crown chakra. And this white light joins with the white light of your true self and floods back down through your beingness. And you realize that your heart center is now, with every breath that you take and every sound that you hear, your heart center is receiving messages from your future self. And from your past self. You have a choice in this moment. You have to make the choice. I choose to let go of my past beliefs, programs, ideas, and stories that have never upheld, served, or uplifted me. I now choose to live from the wonder and the magnificence of my true self. You are a sovereign being. You make the choice. And whatever you choose right now, that part of you has a message for you. What is your future self telling you now? Your future self has a message. Listen very carefully, because this message is from that perfect high frequency divine place. It's from you, fully whole and complete. Taking a deep breath and spending a moment allowing your true self to give you the answers to the questions that you've been asking recently. And as you listen, feel the unity and the oneness that comes, because as you're listening to your true self and your future self combined, you are becoming one with them. Listen now. And your future self might say to you, I come to you now to tell you the truth, that you have been doing such a good job. And you have forgotten how worthy you are of love, how worthy you are of every good thing. In amidst becoming human, a veil of forgetfulness has allowed you to listen to stories that are so far from reality. They have brought about disease, sadness. They have brought about separation from you, from your heart, from God, from your family, your friends, from the world. You know the truth now. Are you willing and ready to pick up the mantle and be an emissary of light and love? Are you willing to participate now in this experiment where your future self is willing to become one with you in order for you to fast forward the evolution of your soul. How many yeses have you spoken so far? These are not words that you are meant to hear. They are words that you are meant to feel. Engage your heart and know that they are true for you. For we are here to remind your soul that your soul has never ever really left the heart of God. That you are already at home. You don't have to go home or get home. You don't have to question, do you deserve to go home into the heart of God? For you have truly never left it. Feel the feeling of being loved so fully. That even the word separation has no meaning for you. Breathe deeply. Breathing in the feelings that your true self has brought forth. Breathing in the feelings of being one with the magnificence and wonder of your future self. And placing your hand upon your heart. And saying, I am a high frequency divine being. I am whole and complete. All my needs are met. I trust it's safe for me to live the light that I am. And so it is. And with every breath that you take, allowing this Kundalini energy to move down, down, down through your third eye and your throat. Moving down through your heart center, this newly renewed heart center, down through solar plexus sacral base, right down, all the way down to your feet, where you know that you are anchored energetically into Mother Earth, where you are safe and supported. Breathing deeply. And when you're ready, just stretching out a little bit, maybe shaking it out, coming back into waking consciousness.